Hi, my name is Debra R. Richardson of Debra R. Richardson LLC, and I work with you to help you clean up your vendor data, clean up your vendor processes, and pay the right vendor. Now, this week's Vendor Master File tip of the week is 3 different types of vendor emails you need to collect. So your vendors can have different types of email addresses. So not collecting all 3, or actually probably even more, but at least 3 we're going to talk about today, can have an effect on different departments, or it can increase your phone activity or increase fraud. So let's look at these 3 and what effect would happen, or what the result would be if you didn't collect them and add them to your vendor master file. So the first one is the email address for remittance payment information. So many companies have a group mailbox or a distribution list that is only for information related to posting payments that you send. And many accounting systems or ERPs have a separate field for the remittance email address. And not collecting this email address means that your vendor won't be sent the remittance information or the remittance advice, and that, of course, results in increased calls to the AP help desk requesting invoices that are included in a payment. Now, the second one is the email address for purchase order delivery. So just like the email address for remittance payment information, some accounting system or ERPs have a whole separate field for the email address that purchase orders will be sent to automatically as long as that field is populated. So not collecting this email address means that your vendors will not be sent purchase orders, and that can result in more calls to your purchasing team or the internal employee that the vendor has a relationship with. Now, the third email address is email addresses for vendor record notifications. So I talk a lot about sending notifications to your vendors if you update their vendor record, the same way that your bank, Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon does when we make a change, or they notice that a change has been made on our profile or our registration. So not collecting your vendor's email address to send these notifications can result in the vendor not being able to tell you that they did not initiate a change on their vendor record, and you may send out that fraudulent check or ACH payment. So if you're missing email addresses in your vendor master file, click on the link in the description to a blog called 9 Ways to Collect Missing Email Addresses to Update the Vendor Master File. And it's updated for 2021, and it does include a resource to verify or validate that email address. If you would like more information on how the vendor setup and maintenance process can be improved, please go to my website at debrarrichardson.com for free tools and resources to avoid fraud, regulatory fines, and bad vendor data. So good luck, and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified next Tuesday for the next Vendor Master File tip of the week.